Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Play one, and Prescott to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Prescott. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. To the air again, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Prescott now. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there. And not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. Taken from just outside the 30. Fights loose. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Hurts. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and 6 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Penny up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain well behind.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a...
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his pass is caught. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Hurts. Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He
had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Aaron Sipas now. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that
and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he finds Penny. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. and now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd in the game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw is Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. Now, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him?
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny to the 43, second down. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Aubrey now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to...
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
2nd down and 8. Now back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on it and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Throwing here, Prescott. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
A second down throw for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.